at the site out in Clayton, and unfortunately it did not work. So I'm not showing that I'm live right now. This is weird. Go back to Twitch again. There, now it's live. I can click on it. I can see my own chat. Awesome. So this is a flow hive just like that one out in Clayton. This is a flow hive just like that one out in Clayton. Gotta mute it so I don't get feedback. All right, so I am going to take this bottom board off of here, and I'm going to take it back out to Clayton and replace the bottom board on that one so that it can be cleaned up. And you can see there's some bees cleaning off the little bits of honey on here, and it's away from the other hives, so it's not causing any sort of a problem. There's not a lot of activity here, so that tells me that most of the honey in this has been utilized. There's a little bit. And then we get some honeycomb right here that can be put in the wax melter or could be used in the house system. Wow, lots of water being consumed here by the bees, and you see there's rocks in there so that they have a way to not drown, get a drink and not drown. And then these boards all had mildew on them, and just leaving them out in the sun has killed off the mildew, so I can process that wax out of there, and I'm going to replace those. Here's what happens when you let bees go into open containers of water. There's only a couple corpses in there, but that's sad. The bees are picking over this for mostly propolis. So these bees right here are gathering up propolis from off of Alice's inner lid, and you'll notice that they're actually filling their pollen baskets on their legs with propolis. They're balling it up, and instead of you seeing yellow or white, look at that. Look at him flicking that around. This one's got some on it too. So amazing that they recycle the propolis, and you see all those little crumbs all over the place. So they're chewing it up and off. So this is what's happening to the pampas grass. It's all getting recycled, and you can see I've made a huge pile in my compost pile. So what I've done is I've layered this over and over with the pampas grass, this stuff from here on the bottom, and then the clay soil behind it. So I'm breaking this clay soil up and mixing it layer after layer with the pampas grass, and this will be some great soil. Oh, here's another bone from a possum, and there's a whole collection of bones that was in the pampas grass. So they were actually making a nest out of it. And now let's take a look at the hives. Look at all the activity in Bella. Lots of activity. Should be able to split this hive within a week or two, and both of those hives should be able to split those two. Esme and Carlisle should be able to split, and there's a brand new queen right there in Jasper. This is Jasper here, and Rosalie, she should be able to be split in about 3 weeks, I'm going to say. So I'm going to almost double the number of hives I have here in the next few weeks. And I'll continue to work on the raised beds, and I will continue to work on this area. I'm going to get this all set up for an expanded apiary. So by next week, all of this pampas grass should be gone. I will have all this ground leveled out, and once I get all my stands set up the way I want them, I will be taking the sedum, which you see growing on the edge here and here, and I'm going to be digging out a lot of that. So I'll just leave a few inches on the edges, and you can see I've already got a whole bunch ready, and I'll put that underneath all these hives because I don't want weeds to start growing. So you can see right here where there's weeds growing underneath this stand, and I don't want that. So that's what's going to happen. Lots of stuff. This is an evolving apiary, and just going to improve so much this year and become so much more usable. Also, I have this stuff that I'm going to spread on the ground, which will eliminate the ants. And I don't see anybody in the chat, but that's okay. This was really just a test, once again, to make sure that my GoPro camera setup is working. and for some reason it didn't work out in Clayton, but it is working here. So that's it. I'm going to end this stream. Hope you had an enjoyable time watching this video. And let me go ahead, set the camera down, and go back to my Quick app and end the stream right around.